we are back, and today, looking to finish Team Affinity in one day? You've come to the right spot. This is the best Team Affinity method. I've been grinding for about 5 hours, and this is the best method. I've done my work, done my homework, experimented, all the good stuff. This is the best method now that I've played it, now that I've done it, how to finish Team Affinity in one day. We got James Wood on the squad, Jim Edmonds, Babe Ruth. We got Schwarber. The road to World Series. We got Frank Thomas. The road to World Series will be beginning soon. So make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. The best gameplay of all time will be releasing soon. I'll be recording it soon because the team is full of good Team Affinity cards. We're going to have a tier list dropping soon. If you guys want it in the comments, let me know. But how to do it fastest. The bad news, much longer grind than years past. You can't jam your way with the exchanges. The good news, it's very doable. Very doable. So here we go. Step 1. Choose 2 teams you want to do. Choose 2 teams you want to do and do both of the starter mission moments. If you're considering whether or not a player is going to be worth going for, you'll be able to get a feel for using the player in their player moment. So you should actually be able to get a feel of a sense if you like their swing, if you like their stance, etc., etc. Doing this moment will give you the silver card. You'll get 5,000 points to the Team Affinity program. And this silver card is important because step 2, you want to put these silver cards for both of the teams that you're going for. Put them in your lineup for, I guess I already did the Phillies ones. I'm not too sure. I thought that it would still show it, but I guess we'll go to the Cardinals, which I also already did. There we go. The Cardinals are showing it. I don't know what the Phillies was glitched. But you want to put the silvers in, and you want to start tallying quick impact missions with a team comprised of player cards from both of the teams you're going for. So if I was going for the Phillies and Cardinals, which I did first, I made a lineup of 4 Cardinals and 4 Phillies, 4-5, 5-4, whatever you want to do. And I tallied all these hits. Now you can see we need doubles, hits, home runs are very hard to get this year. Exit vetoes are dead. Runs, stolen bases, innings pitched, strikeouts is hard to get 50. Wins, it's hard to get the wins. Also, you can potentially get some of these on the rise missions. Most of them are very hard to get. Maybe you get 25 doubles. But more, the easiest one to get is probably 15 stolen bases if you have a guy that's very, very speedy. So the parallel XP mission with the silver is very important because you're going to be at 5,000 from the moment and you'll be at 15,000 once you get the parallel XP with this player. So it's very important you do that. So when you're at 15,000, you're 40,000 away from the diamond. 40,000, you're realistically only 30,000. You're 30,000 away because you're going to get a gold along the way. And you're going to use this gold to get another 10K. So you're 30,000 away. So you need to do 6 of these 5,000 point missions. It doesn't really matter. It kind of depends what your player-themed lineup is good at getting. Usually you want to go for a couple things. Doubles, hits. You want to try hitting home runs, but you're probably not going to get 15. Doubles, hits, runs are easy. Stolen bases are easy. Innings pitched are easy. Sometimes Ks, sometimes wins. And sometimes you go above and beyond with the on-the-rise missions. Now, what mode do you do this in, and what kind of tips and tricks do I have for you along the way? Well, the first tip and trick is that I tried this in mini-seasons, guys. I tried hard in mini-seasons. Because doing this in mini-seasons would actually be the most productive thing to do. You'd be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I tried it in here. I was getting cooked. I was getting absolutely cooked. Like, can I see the scores of these games, man? I don't know if I can see the score. But, they were close games. Like, I was only putting up 2 or 3 runs in the 3-inning games right here. So it was kind of brutal. The losses are quits, don't worry. But mini seasons was not the move. We did this on the live stream. So then I hopped over to Play vs CPU. Play vs CPU. Take on the White Sox. This is what you want to do. Play vs CPU. Take on the White Sox. Play as the home team. And choose Coors Field. Created stadiums. You can try out some created stadiums. Let me know if you find one that's really, really good. They nerfed elevation, and it feels like they made the fences seem pretty deep in all of the created stadiums I was playing at. But I only used created stadiums in mini seasons, I believe, not in Play for CPU. Coors Field, I've been playing with Coors Field this whole time, and the ball is flying there. It feels like everywhere else in mini season, the ball dies off the bat. Let's see if we can look at my game history. Me versus the White Sox. 15-2, 14-0. That is glitchy. Where is there any more? Oh, here we go. CPU. All right, so you can see I've been taking on the White Sox over and over again. 32-2, 20-2, 39-4, 15-2, 19-2, 31, 25. You want to go in there, you want to play a 9-inning game. And a big tip if there's a pitcher on the White Sox giving you a hard time, they're going to be righties, the 1 and 2 guy, maybe the 3, I don't even know. But you'll get a feel for, what pitchers you can hit from the White Sox. Whatever pitcher you plan on using, let's say I was going to load in Noah Schultz. If I pick my one, then the White Sox pick their one. But if I used Crochet, then they would use their number 5. So you can kind of find out what strategy works for you, what pitcher you're better at hitting. I know the number 1 has a sinker and a curve and everything, so it's pretty tough to hit. But honestly, I didn't have a hard time. The White Sox, they're all very low overalls. So make sure you face the White Sox. That's a very important part of this method. Again, you can kind of be selective of what type of pitcher you want to do. And keep in mind, if you're, there was some times, like if I went back to my game history, I did struggle at times. I struggled at times for sure. Also, how do you get these cards? How do you fill a lineup with the people from the team, right? You can buy them from the marketplace. That's right. So if I was going Phillies and Cardinals and I didn't have any players from those teams, I would find the Cardinals, and I would probably just go for guys that are cheap. I would go for Arenado. That's why I already did this. I would go for Arenado. I would go for Wilson Contreras. You can see 833 batting average, 333. I went for Mason Wynn. So I picked Mason Wynn up. I picked Contreras up. I picked Arenado up. And then you already have the Bob Gibson from the Silver Mission. So you can go ahead, you can sell these guys. It's basically a rental. You're renting out these players. You'll sell them back right after. Same thing for the Phillies. You would go to the Phillies lineup. You can even do it with bronzes. Now, you can use bronzes. Like you could be over here and you can be like, all right, yeah, let me use Max Kepler's probably pretty good. Let me use Weston Wilson, because I did use Weston Wilson, 545. Let me use Weston Wilson. Let me use Rafael Marchand. You can see it's hard. Marchand on rookie difficulty, I only hit 250 with him. Like he's a bum. It is, the higher overall cards you're going to be using for this, the quicker the grind will go, and you'll be getting doubles a lot quicker. Do not go for triples. Stay for doubles. I've been doing this, and it's probably a little over an hour per program. Probably looking at an hour and 15 per program. You're going for 2. Very important note. Be smart, be strategic. This is the path that you're going to get. You're going to get the 5,000 item. You're going to hop into a game with your theme team build. You'll get the 15,000. That's all fine and dandy. Eventually, probably by the end of game 2. By the end of game 2, you'll probably be at 30,000 points and you'll have unlocked the gold. So after game number 2, you'll be at 30K in both programs. You'll put the gold player into your lineup. You'll get the 40K easily, and you'll have about 3 missions left to do, maybe 2. By the end of game 3, you'll be at around 50,000 points in each program, and you don't want to actually use a full theme team of players. You don't want to do that because you'll be done way too quick. You'll be wasting stats, right? So maybe you only have 1 or 2 stolen bases left. Just put in 1 speed demon from the team and have the other 8 guys be a completely different program. Maybe you can go for 3 teams at once. Once you get deep enough, once you're at 50K, you can start mixing in players from a different team and kind of strategically get a head start on that while knocking this off along the way. You don't have to play the full 9 innings. You can, as long as you bat through the first 9 in your order, or you finish 3 innings and you're safe to quit. Keep in mind, you don't have to go for the win mission, but it's probably easier to do so. Which Team Affinity should you pick? We're going to have a tier list dropping soon, but you also have a look at the ones that I chose. Is Team Affinity worth it? That's a whole different story. It's a big grind. It's probably not. The answer is probably not, but they're probably going to force our hand because you have to do the Team Affinity to be able to get the vouchers, to be able to get all the stuff that's going to be juice eventually and later on in the game's existence, which is kind of annoying because I wish we knew what these player cards later on in the program will be. Because yes, I picked the Phillies. Schwarber's insane, but what happens when they drop a Richie Ashburn? I don't want to already be too far in and going for Richie Ashburn. And whereas a program that's trash like the Cubs, there is no chance that I'm grinding for this Alfonso Soriano. He's a bum. But maybe they drop a 90 plus Kyle Tucker, and I missed my chance. So it's kind of difficult, guys. So comment down below what your thoughts are, but that's the fastest way to do Team Affinity. Theoretically, you're looking at about 24 hours. That's why I'm going to call it one day, but it's 24 hours of playing. It's a grind. Do it selectively. I'm probably hopping in the ranked. Smash the like and subscribe button. Peace out. Thanks for watching.